Well, they put the 10-minute option on my burner phone now, so thank you for that. I appreciate it. But like I said, I need to probably change my name, so I'm gonna work on that. I have to wait 7 days. Who knows if this account will last 7 days? I don't know. We'll see. I just take it day by day. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of this app, but it's an app that can reach people, and so the world is in such a treacherous place right now, and messages need to be put out. They need to be put out, and they need to be received when they're meant to be received. And like I said in my last video, I don't do it for following. I don't do it for money. I don't do it for fame. I don't do it for clout. I do it because I'm called to. I do it because God calls me to. And it's one of those things. I went over to my girlfriend's house today, and I had a really nice time. We had such phenomenal conversations, and I just enjoy our time together because she's very much connected with her spirituality, and she provides me so much knowledge and wisdom in different ways, and I just love being around her. I love being around people in general because I could just feel like a human sponge, and I just carry such an open mind to learn more, learn how people operate. And I don't know. I just in love interacting with people, I really do. Like I told her, we were talking about my job coming up next week that I start, and I'm really, really excited to finally be a place in my life, to start a new, career field. I love working 9 to 5. I love working for companies. I love getting in there, showing them what I can do for them. I love working with the public. I love, just connecting with people. I love, spreading, kindness, awareness, duality, professionalism, being diplomatic. And that's just, I've always been that way. I really have. I don't care what they say in the back. It makes no difference to me anymore. It really doesn't. Because I know who I am. I know who I've always been. And I'm not saying I've always been perfect. I'm not perfect now. But a lot of the characteristics that I carry now are characteristics that I've carried my entire life. They're just ignited in different ways. But I'm really excited to go into a opportunity and be at a strong mindset, that I know what I bring to the table. I know my craft, and I'm confident in that. And I'm no longer going to allow anybody from the exterior to sway me or manipulate me or coerce or do anything in the background without me stepping up for myself or standing up for myself, to be able to finally be at a place in my life where I feel confident in my own skin, confident in my own craft, confident in my own inner self and my own knowledge and wisdom. And I mean, I'm 40 years old and I still have the rest of my life ahead of me, and I want everybody to feel that way. I know that there are so many people out there right now battling so much within themselves, within their heart, within their mind, with their body, their soul. And, it's such an unfortunate thing because of everything that's, out there, that they push, and it just doesn't have substance. It doesn't have value. It doesn't help people grow and to become one with themselves. Until you become one with yourself, it's very hard to walk confidently. There's nothing wrong with walking confidently. There's a problem when you walk conceitedly. And see, I don't walk conceitedly. I walk confidently. I do not feel above anybody by any means. I feel below, honestly, because I like being below people, and not in a way like I think they're above me, but because I want to help to lift them up. Like, everybody is so competitive. I just don't compete with anybody. I compete with myself. And so because I compete with myself, I just love seeing anybody and everybody rise. We have so much turmoil. That's why all my accounts keep getting banned and all this crap, because the messages I put out, they're different. They don't want them to be heard. They don't want them to be received. And I get that. And so I'm just going to keep making new accounts, and when whoever reaches my messages, they reach. And wherever they resonate, they resonate. Take away with what resonates, leave the rest for entertainment purposes only. But something came to me. We watched Exam. Wow, that was an interesting movie. That was a really interesting movie, to say the least. It was really, really enlightening. But there was one particular verse that blew me and her mind. We both looked at each other and were just like, poof. I will tolerate anyone besides the ones that are intolerant. And he was holding his cross at the time that he said that. And I was like, dang. That is so, so true. There is nothing wrong with deciding and becoming one with yourself, with your standards, your boundaries, and recognizing that you do not have to tolerate people that are intolerant. It doesn't mean you're not God-fearing. It doesn't mean you're not forgiving. It doesn't mean you don't love unconditionally. Like, you can still love all of those people that are intolerant, but you don't have to deal with them. You do not have to deal with their manipulation. You don't have to go out of your way to people please. You don't have to go out of your way to receive validation for them. You don't have to do any of these things. You know within your heart of heart, mind, body, and soul, what makes you feel good and what doesn't make you feel good. And if you find yourself in circumstances, whether that's relationship, business, friendships, whatever, and you don't feel good, then you need to figure out what is it in that particular circumstance or situation that doesn't make you feel good. You have control over what makes you feel good. Like, for me, coming to the realization that, any addiction is really just numbing fear and numbing depression and numbing anxiety. Like, I'm fully aware my smoking is an addiction, 100%. I ain't even gonna sit here and give you excuses. It's just me numbing, spiritual warfare, chaos, deception that follows me. I use it as a crutch. I own that 100%. But from previous addictions and stuff like that, yeah, it was definitely a crutch, and it was numbing, until I got over that cusp of the fear of going into the unknown and fighting that battle and facing all the things that I was walking through to make me feel like I had to numb myself. I was just numbing it. You know what I mean? And it's a hard thing. A lot of people get wrapped up in it. You don't even have to do addictions, drinking or anything like that. But like numbing yourself in reference to, overly indulging in food, overly indulging in buying things to get that instant gratification. You know what I mean? It's all a part of it. You can slap addiction into anything. You really can. Anything, to me, when you run alongside your ego, it can take your mind down so many various places. And when you can take control of your ego and let go of your ego, it just opens up such a foundation within you that's just like infinite in reference to peace, harmony, compassion, empathy, grace, mercy, unconditional love. And you can still walk with boundaries and standards and expectations, morals, ethics, and values, and carry all of those different characteristics within yourself and walk with humility and not carry an ego. I mean, the biggest problem in this country right now is ego. That's why they push it, because they know they can control ego. Ego and greed. That's the biggest thing right now that's consuming this world in different ways. And because you have so much of that, that's why there's a flipping of the tables and like a duality kind of transpiring all around us, because it's so blatantly in our face. You can't turn a blind eye to things that are right in front of your face. I know that for a fact. But 9/11, as I say that, I love you guys. It's going to be my last video for tonight. I've got some stuff I want to work on, and yeah, we in this together. I love you. Sweet dreams. Thank you for all the love and the support. I hope I inspire y'all. Your love and support, energetically, whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever. Like, I can feel it. I know I'm touching people. God shows me all the time, daily, in confirmations. I'm so blessed to have the connection that I do have with him, and I don't take it lightly. That is my strength. That is my resilience. That is my fortitude. That's why I do it. And I'm trying to help people connect with him the way that I do. Because that's going to be your saving grace, is connecting with him. That's how you bring heaven on earth, is truly connecting with him. Becoming intimately connected with him as one.